Hi everyone, I'm Suzanne and I'm with Scrapping the Details, and today I have a quick and easy DIY for you. I'm first going to go over a few of the supplies. What we're making today is just a cute, simple little decor piece that measures 5 by 5, and it'll be perfect if you have a tiered tray to tuck in along with your other festive decor. So first, you're going to need some type of wood base. Mine measures 5 by 5. I've also have some pattern paper here that I just had in my stash. And this larger pattern measures 5 by 4. And then this one is 2 by 5. So just depending on what size wood base you have is how you're going to determine how to cut your paper down. And then the star of this project is this cute little gingerbread guy. I found him at Michael's, and right now I want to say he was like 80 cents. So hopefully you can still find him. If not, I know they had a chunky tree, they had a chunky ornament and stocking as well. So any type would work for this project. He's just going to sit right in the middle of our wood base. You're also going to need some type of trim. And so I just have some red zigzag ribbon here. You're going to need some pom-poms, or you could use buttons, you could use sequins, whatever you like for the buttons on him. So I'm just going to use pom-poms for him. You're going to need some wood glue. You're going to need some type of brown glitter. This one worked really perfectly with my project. It's just a very fine glitter. I don't know where I picked it up, but I know that there was, it was really hard to find a really pretty brown glitter, but I want to say I found one at Michael's, but it was in the kids section. So definitely try that one. You're going to need some type of adhesive tape here. You'll also need some Mod Podge. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Mod Podge. You're also going to need something for his eyes. So here I have enamel dots. I am a paper crafter, so these were readily available to me. So you could use these. You could even use buttons for his eyes. Again, rhinestones, or just simply cut some little circles from paper. That would work perfect. I know I did that on one of him as well. And for paint, you're going to need some type of brown paint. I thought this was really nice for him, you know, since he's a gingerbread. It was really hard finding the color that was perfect for him, but I think this looked pretty good, especially when I'm going to cover it with glitter. So some type of brown paint, some red paint, and you will need some white paint. And that's it. That's pretty much all you'll need to complete this project. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, first we're going to go ahead and paint our wood base and then our little gingerbread man here. And I'm just going to cut off this because I don't need it. So he's going to be ready to paint. For this wood base, I am going to paint the back and just the sides because the front of our project will be covered with paper. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to just paint it with this pretty red that I love. I really love this for all my Christmas projects. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. May have to give it 2 coats, but I really love how vibrant this is. It's actually one of my favorites. Kind of got a little bit there, and that's okay. We'll cover it with paper. Looks good. Let's go ahead and do this side. Okay, a little bit more here. Okay, that looks good. Get all this little, and I'm going to go ahead and paint the back of it, and I'll be right back. So I'm going to go ahead and paint him. It looks like Suzanne needs some paint brushes this holiday season. Look what a mess it is. Oh well, it'll do the job. So I'm going to go ahead and just cover him. You don't need to paint the back. When I saw him, oh my gosh, I thought, you know, the shape, I didn't know what I was going to do with him. but I thought, gosh, he looks like a cookie almost. So I thought, okay, he would be so cute just on some type of wood base. Cover him with some glitter, and he's going to be so cute. And I really love the way my project came out. I made a bunch of these for my holiday boutiques this season, and they were very well received. So I'm glad that I stocked up when I saw him in the store. And like I said, they had sold out of them, but then just recently I went back in because I wanted to, oh, I need to get that off. I went back in because I wanted to get some heart ornaments, and they had a bunch of him back in stock. So I picked him up again for 80 cents because you can always use a gingerbread man in your holiday projects. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, and he looks good. I'm going to go ahead and set him aside and let him dry, and we'll go ahead and continue with the project. Okay, he's not quite dry, but that's okay for this next step because that'll just help for our glitter to adhere to him. So I'm going to go ahead and cover the front of him with some of this glue. And I just want to make sure I cover the front of him really well because it's really hard to go back. And I don't know if you've done this where you've covered something with the glitter and then you realize you miss a spot and then you try to go back. It's very hard to cover that without picking up some of the other glitter, and then you just kind of have a big mess. Okay, so I think that looks good. Get that little arm there. I really love the shape of this guy. He is just so cute. Okay, that looks good. Let's go ahead and just push that aside. Now I'm going to grab this and I'm just going to throw it all over him. And then I'll make sure to save the rest. Shake off the excess. And there you have it. Look how cute he is. He's super cute. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and set him aside and let him dry, and we'll go ahead and finish this project. Okay, we have our block here, so let's go ahead and we can add our scrapbook paper to the front of the block. Another cute idea is instead of using paper craft paper, you could do like a buffalo plaid pink technique on the front of it. I did a couple of those like that. Unfortunately, I don't have any left to show you, but it was really, really cute. But I love paper because sometimes it's just as cute and it's super easy to do, and you can have a really quick make in a matter of minutes. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Now, I do like using a red adhesive tape, but I don't have any on hand. I've run out, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add some tape to the back of my paper here. And this just tears off, so it's just really easy. You could also use Mod Podge to the back of the paper, but for some reason when I use it, it just becomes, it just makes my paper really thin and it warps it and it doesn't lay as flat. So I tend not to use that. I just prefer to use some type of adhesive like this on the back. I'm gonna go ahead and just tear that off right there. I'll put one right there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab my little tool to pick the back of the tape off. This just helps to pick off that back layer. I have some adhesive there, or vinyl. Okay, let's go ahead and take that one off. Let's see. let's grab our block back here. And let's go ahead. Oh, my stars. This vinyl won't come off my fingers. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put that there. See, that looks good. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some adhesive to that. And that's going to go on the bottom, just like that. Look how cute that is. It looks good just as is. Okay, let me move that off to the side and add this to the back. And don't worry about these sides here, because what I'm going to do after I take this adhesive off, or the backing off, I'm going to go ahead and seal my project. So that'll really help to get those ends, the sides down really tight, and they won't pick up. So I'm going to go ahead and just add a sealant to the front of this, since it is paper and I do want this to last a while. And I'll go ahead and do that. I already adhered my ribbon trim to the front of my wood base, and all I did was added a little bit of hot glue to the ends. And so that's already nicely in place. So now I'm going to get my little gingerbread guy here, and I'm going to add some embellishing to him. So I'm just going to grab my white paint here, and let's just add some trim to him. Let's see. May need a thicker brush. Let's see if this will work. Yeah, just like that. It looks good. Okay, there you go. That looks good. And I'm going to go ahead and do, okay, I definitely need a thicker brush. So when you do this, grab one that's a little bit, this is more for detail, but that doesn't look bad. That looks okay. Let's go ahead and turn them around. I also don't like this white paint that I'm using here. I ran out of my favorite, and this is what I had in my stash, and I definitely don't like it. But I'm not going to blame the paint. It's the artist. So it's just this paintbrush. It needs to be a little bit wider, but that's all right. It's still working. All right, so let's see. So I'm going to do this here. And what I thought was so cool, and maybe y'all have done this, but to be able to paint over the glitter, I thought that was like so awesome. I was like, okay, that is a very cool little DIY trick. So there you go. He looks pretty cute. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and let him dry. Okay, and then at this point, while he's drawing, you can decide if you want to use pom-poms for his little buttons down the center. And at first, I was just going to use all white, but I think, let's see, do we want all red? There is already a lot of red on our wood block here, so I definitely don't want to do that. So let's see. Do we want to just do all white? If we were live, I could ask y'all, but I had to pre-record this because my daughter is, tomorrow is her birthday. So I don't know. I think I kind of like that. Let's go ahead and just try. Let's see. We have the green. And I have red. Grab that over here. You know, I'm going to go with all white. I just think it looks nicer, and I like the way these little pom-poms are really fluffy. So I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and add some wood glue to the back of him and go ahead and adhere them to our base. I'll be right back. Okay, just like that. I'm going to hold on to him because he's going to need some time to dry. And then we can add his little pom-poms. And let's see, he looks good there. And then let me just see what these are gonna look like. I don't know if I'm gonna like them, but let's try it. Oh, actually I am. I can already tell. Yeah, I think I will. Let's see. Okay, I think I like that. The only thing now that he's missing is a mouth. So I forgot to paint that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. And for that, I probably will need this really thin, fine tip paintbrush. So let me go ahead and paint a smile. Let's see. I'm not an artist. I am a paper crafter. So let's see how this will turn out. Okay. What do y'all think? Should I do the little, let's see. Yeah, I think that'll just finish it off. Yeah, that looks good. And I think he looks adorable. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I'm gonna go ahead and just, with a hot glue gun, just go ahead and adhere his little pom-poms to the center of them. Okay, here he is. I added the pom-poms to the center of him, and look at how cute he is. He really does make a cute little display. Like I said, he would be perfect for that tier tray, and he would be such a cute gift for anyone this holiday season. So I hope that you enjoyed this project. Again, perfect, easy DIY. You could get a whole bunch of these and just have friends come over and make them together. Also, if you love doing holiday boutiques, this is going to be a really quick and easy item to add to your table. So thank you so much for watching, and I want to thank Beth for having me as part of the Craftmas live lineup. I really appreciate being here. And if you're new, your first time here, I would love for you to visit my business page as well as my YouTube channel that I definitely need to start updating. So thank you so much for watching, and happy holidays.